This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers.
To kick off for Tampa Bay.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
Two big runs here to start this game. How about the offensive line? They came out firing. Great leverage, great punch to get this thing started.
And now this unit on the move already. Jones breaking from the contact. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
45.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
29-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 29, Wilson. He's going to float the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Matt Gay to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Working out of the gun. Love. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate what...
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Josiah DeGuara, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead.
I like a fancy playbook as much as anyone, but sometimes, in certain situations, they just call for doing the basics.
That's what they did. Gave it to the big boy, and he got in for 6. Taking it about the 1.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him at first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Jones hit, and the ball's out. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Packers 14, Buccaneers 7.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Buccaneer 1st down.
Wilson. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball? And they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order. That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field. That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks.
9 picks. You want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Love from the gun. Looking deep for Adams. That's caught at the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Jones. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now Jones. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Throwing. Love. He holds it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score. Packers 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 24-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
15. First down, Buccaneers.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He sets to fire deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Play fake. Here's Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed as 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the Bucs 38-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Love, they go play action now. And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Wilson on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Packers' 41-yard line.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Again, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Final play of the half, Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
2nd down and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Complete to number 80.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 2nd and 9. To throw now. Here's Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
At the 45-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again to Jones. And shutting him off, now open field. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Buccaneers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Looking downfield for Godwin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. It's gonna be a long day on defense.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
The ball carrier.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
45.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he's going to have a Packers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
1st and 10 at the 30.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. No, check that.
On the counter, here's Jones.
Aaron
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks. 2nd and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Let him know. Check 45 to Mike.
On 3rd down, Love. He's going to fire one deep over. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back now at Lambeau. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big... And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack. Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up third down.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay.
Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
Man, I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Off the play fake, Love. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll run it with Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 28. There he goes, right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
On for the point after.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell them to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Buccaneer 1st down.
Back to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Number 89.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
For the point after.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Love with a give to Dillon. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Love. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The tackle made at the
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
You know.
3 yards remain for second down. On play action. Love to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. This from 52, and this for the win. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30, 10, and oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. 87 yards. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll try to run it in with Jones. is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Tampa Bay.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Tampa Bay, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.